Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, today we will revise differentiation worksheet for quiz 3. Let's start. Okay, question number 1. Y is equal to x power 10. In this one, we will use the power rule. How you can apply the power rule? If you have x to power n, all what you need to do is remove this power and write it as a coefficient. You will multiply by the power, so it will be n times x, and then you will subtract 1 from the power, so it will be n minus 1. How you can apply it here? The first step is put 10 as a coefficient, you multiply by 10, and then subtract 1, so it will be 10x power 9. Okay, the next one is the same, x power negative 5. You can use the power rule. At first you will multiply it by the power, it will be negative 5 x, and then subtract 1. Negative 5 minus 1, it will give you negative 6. But right here he needs h dash of 2, so he needs the derivative at x is equal to 2. So you need substitute with 2, so it will be negative 5 times 2 all to the power negative 6. You can calculate it, it will be negative 5 over 64. Okay, next. This one is the same. We need the derivative of x power 3 over 2. All what you need to do here, write the power as a coefficient, so it will be 3 over 2, or multiplying by the power, and then subtract 1. 3 over 2 minus 1, it will give you 1 over 2. But he needs the answer at x is equal to 9, so I will plug in 9, so it will be 3 over 2 times 9 per half. Give you 3, 9 over 2, it will be 4.5. Okay, next. This one, everything is already calculated for you, so he just needs the derivative at x is equal to 2, and this table is at x equal to 2. You have the first function g of x, second function h of x, the derivative of the first function, the derivative of the second function, and he needs the derivative of this expression. How you will get it? You will start term by term. 3g of x, what is the derivative of 3g of x? It will be 3 times g dash of x. What about negative 8 h of x? How to get the derivative of that? It will be negative 8 h dash of x. And of course the derivative of any constant is equal to 0. All what you need to do is just to plug in your numbers, so it will be 3 times, what is g dash of x? G dash of 2, so it will be negative 1, minus 8 times h dash of x, it will be negative 3. Calculate that and you will have your answer. The first one is negative 3, negative 3 positive 24, it will be 21. Okay, the following table lists the values of the function g and h and of their derivatives g dash and g and h dash. We need the derivative at x is equal to negative 2. It's the same, we'll get the derivative of f, so the derivative of f dash of x is equal to 6 g dash of x plus 2 h dash of x, and of course this one it will be 0. Plug in your numbers, so it will be 6 times 2 plus 2 times 8, it will be 12 plus 16, which is equal to 28. Okay, next. We have this polynomial and we need to get the derivative at negative 2. So let's first get the derivative. G dash of x is equal to x power 5. We will use the power rule, so it will be 5x power 4. Negative 3x squared, use the power rule, so you should write 2 here as a coefficient, but you already have another coefficient which is 3, multiply both of them, so it will be 6x power 1 plus 4x. What is the derivative of 4x? It will be only 4. And then plug in your number, it will be 5 negative 2 power 4 negative 6 times negative 2 plus 4. Okay, let's calculate it. This one will be positive 16, it will be 80, it will be 80 plus 12 plus 4, so it will be 96. Okay, next. I need the derivative of 2x squared minus 6x plus 5 at x is equal to negative 4. At first, what is the derivative of this one? It will be 2 times 2, 4. It will be 4x minus 6, and the derivative of 5 is 0. And then plug in your number. So this is only the derivative. I need to plug in negative 4. So it will be 4 times negative 4 minus 6. So it will be negative 16 minus 6, which is equal to negative 22. Okay, we need the derivative of 3 over x squared plus 1 over x. This one is very easy, but you need to use the power rule, but you need to adjust your function first. At first, we have over x squared. Okay, I'll remove all of this and put up. But if you removed anything from the denominator and put in the denominator, just invert the sign of the power, so it will be negative 2. The same apply here. So instead of over x, it will be multiplied by x power negative 1. And then apply your power rule. It will be negative 2 and multiply, put it as a coefficient. You already have a coefficient, multiply both of them. So it will be negative 6. And then subtract 1 from negative 2, it will be negative 3. Do the same here, negative 1 times positive 1, it will be negative 1. And then subtract 1 from the power, it will be negative 2. Plug in your numbers, so it will be negative 6 times 3 power negative 3 minus 3 power negative 2. It will give you 2 negative 2 over 9, negative 2 over 9 minus 1 over 9, minus 1 over, so it will be negative 3 over 9, which is negative 1/3. I hope so, it's a negative 1/3. Just 1 second. 3, 27 cancel. It will be 2 over 9, negative 2 over 9. This one, okay, it will be negative 1/3. Next, this one needs the derivative. It's the same. Remove x power 4, make it x power negative 4. Remove x power 2, make it x power negative 2. Get the derivative. So it will be negative 4 x power negative 5 plus 6 x power negative 3. Plug in 1. So after plugging 1, it will be the same as the coefficient. So it will be negative 4 plus 6, which is equal to 2. Next. Okay, you need the derivative of this one. It's the same of x power 2, make it x power negative 2, remove x, make it x power negative 1. And this one is the same. Use the power rule. So negative 2 times 1, it will be negative 2, subtract 1, it will be negative 3, minus x negative 2, and this one, the derivative of x is only the coefficient which is 1, so plus 1. If you want to readjust this one, it will be negative 2 over x power 3 minus 1 over x power 2 plus 1. Here is your answer, and you can write it in any way. Okay, this one is the same. You will just apply the power rule. 2 times 5 is 10, subtract 1, it will be x. What about sine x? Okay, the derivative of sine x is cosine x, and the derivative of cosine x is negative sine x. So we have plus 4 sine x, and I need the derivative, so it will be plus 4, and the derivative of sine is cosine. That's it. Next one. What is the derivative of cosine x? I know it, negative sine x. And derivative of negative 7x, just to get the coefficient, will be negative 7. Okay, 6 sine x, it's the same. 6 and derivative of sine, it will be cosine x. And yeah, the derivative of e power x, it's the same, e power x. And don't confuse between this one and between e. The derivative of e is 0, because e is just a number. Okay, so you will get the derivative of e power x, it will be e power x, but the derivative of e is 0. So what's the derivative of negative 8 e power x? It will be the same, negative 8 e power x. Okay, you have a new function here, which is ln of x. What is the derivative of ln of x? It will be 1 over x. So how to get the derivative of 5 ln of x? So it will be 5 times 1 over x, so it will be 5 over x. What is the derivative of cosine? Negative sine x. Okay. Okay, as this example, we need to use another rule. We have two functions multiply with each other, so we need to use something called the product rule. If you have two functions like f of x and it's multiplied by g of x, and you need to get the derivative, okay, you will get the derivative of the first times the second plus the derivative of the second times the first. This is how you do it. So I will start with the addition sign. Let's get the derivative of 1 over x. Remove x, put as a negative x power negative 1, and get the derivative. So it will be negative 1 x power negative 2. Negative 1 x power negative 2, which is negative x power negative 2. And leave sine x as the same. And then leave the first function without any changes and get the derivative of sine x, which is cosine x. And you're done. This one, if you want to rewrite the first one, it will be negative 1 over x squared sine x plus 1 over x cosine x. Okay, next. How to get the derivative of this one? It's the same. Let's keep one function and get the derivative of the other. Here I'll keep cosine and here I'll keep sine. Okay, what's the derivative of sine? Cosine x. What is the derivative of cosine? Negative sine x. Okay, you can simplify. Cosine times cosine is equal to cosine squared x. Negative times positive is negative. Sine times sine is sine squared x. If you don't have them, of course you know this rule, it's cosine 2x. If you have it as a choice in another question. Okay, how to get this one? It's the product rule. You will use the product rule. So let's keep ln of x here and let's keep x squared here. What is the derivative of x squared? It's 2x. What is the derivative of ln x? It's 1 over x. You can simplify it more further, so it will be 2x ln x. And cancel x with x, so it will be plus x. Okay, next. How to get the derivative of this one? It's a product of two functions, so let's keep one and get the derivative of the other. Here I'll keep e of x and here I'll keep x power 2. What's the derivative of x power 2? 2x. What is the derivative of e power x? It's the same, e power x. So it will be 2x e power x plus x squared e power x. And we're done, alhamdulillah. Any question you can send it to me, or free to send it to me, and good luck. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.